Hey Anna, my name is Lori Camp. I'm with Soul Sisters Digital Design. I work with Melissa, and she had shared with me that, she enjoyed your conversation at the chamber meeting this morning. And so I wanted to put together this quick video to really give you an idea of where you are as far as ranking and in regards to your competition, but also give you some tips that you might be able to implement yourself. All, of course, with the goal of increasing some clients into your adult activity centers. I would like to ask if you can to leave some feedback on the video, even if you don't need any help at the moment. It would just be very much appreciated. Now, I have your website pulled up here, and I wanted to let you know that I think that you definitely could benefit from some updating. Part of it is that if you look up here, you can see that it is not secure. And one of the things that Google does look for these days and is really starting to emphasize is they want websites to be secure. And this just has to do with some kind of toggle things on your website, which we can definitely take care of for you. But to rank a website, you really need three things. You need content, backlinks, and citations. Those are really the keys and steps to letting you rank. And for content, when I'm referring to that, I'm really just talking about the words and images on your site. Because what that does, it allows you to get keywords into that content that people are actually using when they're searching for the service that you provide. And so it lets Google know kind of what you're all about and where you are. And so let me show you what I mean. So I actually looked at your website through a tool I use called Ahrefs. Now, this is at senderretreat.com, and I can see if I look at this that you are currently being found for 14 keywords. Now, if I drill down and look at that, I can see that most of that is really just the name of your place, right? One of that's your doctor, or probably a doctor that works at your facility. But one of the important ones, I think, is this cognitive activities for adults, Deland activities or senior center Deland or retreat activities for adults. All of these, if I look at these individually, this cognitive activities for adults is actually being searched 250 times, and that's 250 times per month. Now, you are actually ranking in the 60th place for that, which really isn't translating to anybody finding you. You can see you've got 0 unique visitors per month for that. And you can even see that, just to give you an idea, so sender retreat, people do know who you are because when they're searching for you, that's actually being searched 50 times per month. You, of course, because it's your name, are in the #1 position, but that's generating about 16 visitors per month for you. On Google, I actually went to Google and typed in just kind of adult daycare DeLand, Florida. And then I was kind of also looking at Deltona, and in doing that was trying to see who was kind of in the top. Now I will say you are at the top. So Sender Retreat, you're at the top of the map pack. You are also in this down here below the map pack is what we call um, it's what we call directories or organic results actually. And at the top of these organic results is actually some directories which we don't count as far as ranking goes. But you are in the top for the Sender Retreat and you're in the third spot for the Stay for a Day. I know that's your other website. This is a directory. This is your Facebook page for the Sender Retreat. This is your website. So you're in the, spot, the top and the second spot. This is a directory, this is a directory. So you're actually sitting in a really good position for that. So I wanted to check out Deltona as well. And so when I was looking through there, one of the places that I found a couple of places to kind of compare you to. So let's take a look at them. One of them was this Right Choice. So Right Choice Adult Care and Activity Center is actually Lake Mary. And then I also found that Grand Villa DeLand has a day program as well. So I wanted to kind of compare you to those two at the same tool for those two people. So that's your Stay for a Day. So for Right Choice Adult Daycare, you can see that where you had 14 keywords, most of which was your name, for Right Choice, they're actually being found for 207 keywords. And let's drill down and take a look at what those are. So, for example, Alzheimer's respite care Lake Mary, that phrase, that keyword phrase, is being searched 50 times a month. They're in position 4 for that. So that's actually getting them 5 unique visitors per month just for that. You've got assisted living, respite care, Lake Mary. They're in the 5th position for that. They're getting 3.9 visitors for that. Or senior daycare center. Again, that's being searched 500 times. They're in the 18th spot for that, and that's which puts them on the 2nd page. So really, when you're looking at keywords, you want to be on that first page. There are 10 results per Google result page, and so most people are going to find what they need on that first page. Maybe the top of the 2nd, but that's about it. So that's where you kind of need to be. And let's take a quick look at this Grand Villa Deland as well. Now, the thing about them is that they have a lot of programs. So I wanted to kind of limit what we were looking at to this page that has the respite sort of services in there, which includes their senior day program, just so that we could compare apples to apples. And so if I'm looking at that, I can see that for respite care, say Orlando, that's being searched 20 times. But they're in the 99th position for that, so it's not really giving them any traffic. So I think you are obviously ahead of them, and you want to stay ahead as well. Let's talk about the second aspect of ranking on Google, and that's really backlinks. So all a backlink is a link from another website back to yours. Now, when that happens, it actually transfers power and authority in Google's eyes. It kind of just says you're the expert. Um, and not all backlinks are actually created equal. So Google gives you more points, if you will, for things that are relative or relevant to your business, and that also are coming from high-powered kind of sites, like things that already are, kind of at the top, that they are experts. So you want sites to come and backlink to you that have high power and that are relevant. So let's take a look at what you have right now. So going back to this RFs tool, you actually have 72 links coming in, but those are coming off of 28 different places. Now, one of the ways that I can compare websites, regardless of number of backlinks, regardless of anything like that, is I can actually look at these strength scores. These kind of let me compare apples to apples. Now, these are both on a scale of 0 to 100. So right now, your entire domain is really rated at an 11, and your home page is rated at a 0.5. So let's pop on over to the Right Choice Adult Daycare and see what theirs is. Now they are actually at an 11 and their domain is at a 1.3. So again, this is letting me directly compare these websites. And then let's look at the Senior Day Program one and see where they are. So no data really for this back page, but their whole domain is actually rated a 7. And again, these are on a scale of 100. Now, the last aspect of ranking has to do with citations. Now, all a citation is your name, address, and phone number appearing in a directory across the web. Now, basically, you want to make sure that to stay in the top of this map pack, you want to make sure that you have more than anybody else, that you have a good rating, a competitive rating, and hopefully more reviews as well. And like I mentioned, you are already at the top. So the things that I really see for you, and I know Melissa's going to talk to you further about this tomorrow, is really focusing on updating this website, making sure that it's easy for people to find you and making sure that it's easy for them to know where you are. Because I got to say, when I was trying to look exactly where your address was, it's a little difficult. Kind of have to really kind of look down into into this text. And so we want to make sure that we call that out and things like that. And definitely want to make sure this is secure. So this is just kind of a brief overview of where I see you are at the moment. Melissa's going to talk to you a little bit more in depth, and we would love to be able to help you update these websites if that's something that you want to do. And we'll talk further. Hope you're having a great evening and look forward to working with you. Thanks. Bye-bye.